Just Chanel here. Hey guys, just Chanel here. Welcome to my channel. It is another keto video. I'm going keto strong, y'all. Just relaxing, enjoying the weather. And I have my lunch here today. So some celery with almond butter because I'm addicted. And then we have curry chicken, broccoli, and avocado. Looks delicious. Easy keto meal prep, perfect for beginners. I'm only about 2 weeks in and this meal prep has literally been saving my life. If you're interested in finding out how I've already lost 10 pounds in less than 2 weeks on keto because of all this food, keep on watching. Make sure you are subscribed for more keto videos, and let's get into this meal prep. Starting with the beef recipe, I'm adding onions and garlic to my crock pot. I'm also going to add a little bit of red wine. This is just a red wine blend to the onions and garlic and kind of get that, I guess you could say, like sweating in the crock pot. Next, we're going to season the beef, a little bit of olive oil, also some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I say that right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. About a tablespoon of that. It just gives a nice salt to the meat without having to add like a ton of salt. And then this is my favorite beef seasoning. It's the Chicago steak seasoning by Weber. It has like just so many delicious spices and stuff in it. A little bit of Italian seasoning, and then I'm going to just mix all of that to make sure that the beef is evenly coated. Before I actually put the beef in the crock pot, we're going to sear it, and searing it just keeps it nice and juicy. It gives it like a nice crust. All you have to do is pop it in a skillet, 2 minutes on each side. You don't need any oil or butter or anything in the skillet because we've already put oil on the actual meat. This allows it to get a nice crusty browning, and it just makes for like delicious red meat if you eat red meat. After about 2 minutes on the first side, we're going to go ahead and flip it over. And as you guys can see, that it is like just delicious looking. Like this is how your steak should look. Of course, it's not completely cooked. And because this is like beef for stew, it's not exactly like super tender, but you can use this exact same method when you're actually cooking a large steak. So to get the little remnants off the bottom of the pan from like the seasonings and stuff, I'm adding a little bit of red wine. And yeah, it just gives it a super nice flavor. This only takes about 5 minutes. Now it's time to put it in the crock pot with our onions and garlic that have sweated with the red wine. This is like the easiest meal if you're on the go and you really need something that is delicious that you can make, you know, super quick in the morning before you leave for work, and then it's ready by the time you get home. Adding just a can of diced tomatoes, super simple, and gonna mix that all around. Of course, we need to add a little bit more liquid, and so some beef broth is fine. I usually like to use either like less sodium or no salt at all beef broth. This beef recipe is best when it has about 5 hours to cook on low in the crock pot, so it's super tender. Next, we're going to move on to the chicken. So I'm just adding some seasoning to the chicken. This is granulated garlic and onion, seasoning, salt, pepper, and a little bit of curry powder. I get the majority of my seasonings from the farmer's market. So if you have a farmer's market near your house, it'll save you so much money on seasonings. And also they just taste way better. Like it just seems like they taste like they're ground fresh or something, you know, compared to store-bought seasonings. So I'm just evenly coating the chicken, tossing that around, and I like using chicken cutlets because they cook way faster, only about 25 minutes in the oven. Adding a little bit of honey mustard just to give it like the chicken some moisture, if that makes sense, and of course adds a little bit of flavor as well. You can also just use like olive oil. I pretty much just use any sauce that I have on hand just so that the chicken is not like a dry rub chicken. I'm placing that in the bottom of a pan with a little bit of olive oil. This is going to go in the oven covered for 25 minutes on 350. It comes out super juicy. Next, I'm going to prepare a turkey burger. So I'm just adding seasonings and olive oil to the ground turkey. This is onion and garlic powder, salt and pepper, red pepper flakes, and smoked paprika. Gonna give that a nice mix and then spread it all over the ground turkey. I'm also adding in some diced green peppers and onions. I'm also going to add some barbecue sauce, and this was a complete fail because I didn't realize that we were actually kind of out of barbecue sauce. I live with a person that likes to, put empty condiment containers in the refrigerator. So thankfully, we had some barbecue sauce from dinner last night, and I just used that, tossed it all around to make sure that the seasonings and peppers and onions are mixed evenly into the meat. And next, I'm going to add in some fresh spinach that I chopped up. I like adding a lot of things to burgers because it stretches the meat so you get more for your money. This will make like 3 to 4 keto meals, and you can just pair it with like avocado or a spinach salad or something like that. Today I will be baking these burgers, but they're also super amazing on the grill. So in the summertime, this will be like a weekly meal prep staple, just making them kind of like mini burgers, popping them on a baking tray, and this is going to go in the oven on 400 for like 15 to 20 minutes. They don't take long at all to cook. And yeah, a delicious complete burger. My chicken and turkey burgers are all finished. The turkey burgers will last me for like 3 meals, and then once I slice up all the chicken, that's a good like 4 meals. So, yeah, this is super easy. Chicken is pretty inexpensive, and so is turkey. And then our beef in the crock pot is all done. I added a little bit of mustard seeds and coriander an hour before it was done cooking. So it's so tender, y'all, and that's why I say you have to make sure you have time to cook this. It's best to just put it on like before you run errands or before you go to work. It's freaking delicious. I'm pairing the beef with asparagus, and so this is fresh asparagus. Once you reheat it, it will steam the asparagus, and also the juices from the beef add a really nice flavor if you just keep your asparagus fresh so it's not overcooked once you reheat it. Another great alternative is adding kale directly to the crock pot, which makes a really nice beef stew if you just kind of want to switch it up and have something different in your meal prep. And just that quick, we have our meal prep for the week. Some turkey burgers, which I paired with avocado, broccoli and chicken, our beef and asparagus, and then a little celery and almond butter snack. All of these meals are super high in healthy fats, and of course you get your veggies in, you get your proteins in. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try any of these recipes, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.